You see me?
Yep.
Okay. See if I move that back. I feel like it's too close. It's like right in my face. I have a few on. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. And did you set your timer?
I did.
Perfect. All right. Welcome to my live, guys. There's a couple people on. I'm just going to wait for a couple more on. It usually happens pretty quick. Welcome, everybody. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now since 1993. Here on my lives, you can ask me anything you want. I ask that you don't spam me, so just ask. Give me a few minutes. If I have not responded, then feel free to ask your question again, okay? There's enough people on, so we can start now. So feel free to put your questions in. Oh, also, if you have an obscure username, if you can put either your initials or your name in with your question, that helps a lot, okay? Thanks.
All right. Our first question is from Annie, and she says, "Hi, Rebecca. I need suggestions with the chaos going on right now, please."
Yeah. So what they're showing me is you need to take time for yourself. Okay. And the thing is, what's happening around you right now, it's almost like you can't stop it. You can't stop all of these things that are happening. So the only person that you can work on is you. So what I hear is it's almost like you have to pull yourself back, and they're showing me the Hermit card, which means that you have to cut yourself off from all of the influences outside of you, honey. Okay. What I hear is by April, things are going to start smoothing out. So it's not going to be this like prolonged thing going on for you. So by April, things are going to start feeling better, which is not too far away. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yep.
Shelby Lynn asks, "Hi, Rebecca. Will I be having another tiny human?"
Yeah, I do hear that is going to happen. It feels like it's early next year, though. Okay, honey. So if you're trying now, don't get disheartened. It feels like next year for you guys. Okay.
All right.
Timing is everything, right?
Nicola asks, "Will Connor reach out by the end of the month?"
So I hear that yes. It does feel a little complicated. So what I mean by that is it's almost like it could have already happened, but there's this like battle going on somehow inside of him, or for some reason. Okay, be patient. And I do feel that if you think enough and send enough energy, then there will be a response sooner rather than later. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mia asks, "Will Colin and Mia get married?"
So it looks very promising, but I'm going to say this, don't be pushy. So everything in its due time, okay? So just visualizing it as it's going to happen, so we don't have to make it happen tomorrow, if that makes any sense, okay, honey? So just don't be pushy with the energy. Allow things to fall into place, and I do feel that this is somebody who's a really good vibrational match.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yarly asks, "Are any good things coming my way?"
Yeah, so 2022, it feels like around August, you have some big changes happening. It looks like you're going to have something with your career is definitely advancing. So it feels positive, not a negative, but it does feel different. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a little bit more security, or there is just some big change around that. And I do see a relocation happening as well for you in the year. Okay, so lots of good things coming your way.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Vithya asks, "In which month will Yuvin reach out to me?"
Oh, it's a little ways away still. I heard October. Sorry, honey. That's what I heard was October. But I mean, when it comes to people and their ways, it can change. So just pull for that. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And Tanella asks, "Is my mother around me?"
Yeah, you have 3 spirits with you. It feels like you have a mother figure, a grandmother, and then there's also a male with you, and it feels like a younger male. So it doesn't feel like it's a grandfather or a father. It's like a younger male. I get the sense that they all try to communicate with you. Your mom is the most present. So what I see is her moving things around. I also see that she definitely is messing with your phone a lot just to get your attention. Okay, honey? So start paying attention and really start communicating. I mean, she says you do communicate with her, but communicate with her a little bit differently. Okay, with that anticipation and expectation that she's actually responding. Okay, that'll help make it easier for her to actually show you she's there. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Alexi asks, "What year/month will I meet my forever partner?"
So I hear 2023 and it feels like it's in the fall. So it could be as early as September, but I'm being more pulled towards October, okay? Yeah. And the name starts with an M.
All right.
Yeah.
One moment.
Well, I'll go over a little bit of everything. So here on my lives, we do the questions, and I know sometimes it's difficult for you guys to get your questions in. So I do want to let you know that I am doing a members live, which is a paid live at the end of the month. So it'll be on the 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't get your questions answered here, you can subscribe there. There are some perks to subscribing. You get 20% off of a full reading if you do decide to join the members live. What's nice about the members live is that if you're not sure that you want to get a full reading, it's a great way to kind of test the waters. If you can't afford the full reading, it's a nice inexpensive way to get certain things answered that you need answered. And you do get opportunity for winning prizes and giveaways and things like that as well. So it's fun. It's done over Zoom, so we're one-on-one. I'm also on YouTube, so if you guys are interested in subscribing there, I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, and as soon as I do, I'm going to go live on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, and I'm on Instagram as well. Okay, and you can book a reading through my website up in my link tree. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
Stephanie asks, "Is my dad with me?"
Yeah, honey, your dad really visits a lot during your dream time, and what he shows me is like I'm in this space at night, so I feel that he sits down beside you quite often. Okay, so when you're in your room in the quietness of it, I want you really to reach out and feel him. He shows me that he does leave messages that he's around, so I do see that there's like feathers, but he uses numbers, and not always is that the case with spirit, like our family, but he uses numbers, and they're obscure numbers, so it's not like the 1111 or 333 or 222. That's your spirit guides, but with him it's like weird numbers, so it'd be like 1177 or 3322 kind of thing. Like it's really weird the way that he does it. He does them backwards. I don't know, but it's his way of just validating. So when you see those numbers, I want you to write them down and keep track of it. Okay, thank you for the gift, Ted.
All right. Patrice asks, "Will I be able to have kids?"
Yeah, it does look like you may need some medical intervention, but I do see that you're going to have 2. Okay, thanks for the flowers. Oh, thank you.
Next question. Kenzie asks, "What do my finances look like in the near future, house-wise, etc.?"
Yeah, so you're not getting a new house, or you're not getting your house that you're hoping for until next year is what I hear, but this year is really your setting up year. So it looks like you're putting all of the things that you need in order to get yourself where you need to be. Okay, so this year is really your abundance year, setting yourself up, and next year is the success year for you. Okay, so a little bit longer, but you're setting things up really well, honey. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Those are always so fun.
All right. Susanna asks, "I'm struggling. Will things get better?"
Yeah, honey. It feels like not until about September where you're going to feel this like release. But you're strong and you're going to be able to make it through. Okay. So just take each day, one day at a time, and know that, you're being supported. So you're not going through all of this, even though it feels like you're going through all of this alone and you're suffering alone. You're not. Okay. So there is support with you, honey. And just know that, by September, everything seems to kind of smooth out for you. Okay. So just take everything a little easy, a little slower, and just don't expect everything to be all better by tomorrow kind of thing. Okay. I would start a journal as well. I'm being shown you journaling your feelings. Okay. It's just going to help you process stuff. All right. Yep. Thank you so much, guys.
Melanie asks, "Does my mother have a message?"
So, it's interesting. Your mom is actually very, how do I put this? She watches over you in a way that is kind of intrusive. So she's a bit nosy and a bit busybody-ish. Okay. So she's keeping an eye on you is the best way to put it. And what I'm hearing from her is that she really wants you to have a happy, joyful life. So no more giving your attention to people who aren't serving you or people who are taking advantage is what I get from her. Okay. So she really wants you to find your joy, honey. And life is too short is what I'm hearing from her for you to put up with the nonsense. Okay. So just, that's literally the message I get from her is like, don't put up with the crap anymore. Okay. And there's lots of love from her. She's very nosy though. Thank you, honey.
All right.
Okay, next one. Yeah.
Roxana asks, will I get the driver's license this year? And how is this year going to be for me?
Yeah, honey. So, you know, it's funny because a lot of people suffer from the same issue that you're suffering with, that anxiety around, you know, not passing. What I will suggest is do as much practice as you can before you go. And what I'm seeing is, you know, meditating yourself into seeing yourself, okay? Getting the certificate. I don't see it being an issue. I do see it being successful. You might not right away, but it does look like you are getting it this year. And what I'm seeing is really strong relationships are coming to you this year. So it's not just like romantic, but actual friends as well coming into your life, okay? So there's a lot of really strong characters being brought into your life. This is a big year for you to really start focusing on yourself, okay? This is your year, honey, and this is the starting point. Things are going to start improving really, really immensely for you. And what I'm hearing is 2024 is going to be like epic for you, okay? Yeah.
All right. Imani asks, will my job give me a pay raise soon? Thank you.
Yeah, it's not going to be as big as you want it, though. Or as big as it should be, really, quite frankly. I do feel that there is going to be within the next few months, 7 months, I'm going to say specifically, because they just interrupted. So 7 months where you're going to have an opportunity to relocate to a different career or a different company, okay? And it feels very promising for you, honey. Less of a glass ceiling. The company you're with now almost feels like the appreciation isn't there the way it should be. And so you don't get to get ahead the way that you could based off of your skills and abilities. Okay, so there is going to be this opportunity. You're going to have a choice to make. All right.
Sandra asks, will I conceive my rainbow baby this year?
Yeah, I hear that it's going to happen. The summertime is where I'm hearing. Okay, so I'm being pulled towards June. All right, so it's coming.
All right. Rusty asks, when will my wife tell me she wants to fix things?
Oh, this one's complicated. I think you need to give space and time. It feels like there isn't even room yet for, like I keep hearing, the forgiveness and the moving forward and the letting go and seeing things differently. Still not there is what I'm hearing. Okay, so give it some time, honey. Just be patient. I do feel that there will be a conversation, absolutely, and things are going to start moving in the right direction, but you just have to be patient. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
Next question?
Yeah.
Emma asks, do I get a permanent job at the job I work now, or is there another job waiting?
So it sounds to me like, yeah, you're going to get the offer, but there is going to be 2 opportunities with 2 different companies. So I don't know if you've already put your resume out or what's going on and why there's these offers coming in, but it feels like you're going to have like literally where you are or 2 other job offers. Okay. So I feel more like it would be easy to get where you're, like, to solidify where you're sitting now, but it's not necessarily your ideal position. So it does feel like these other offers are more in alignment with who you are. Okay.
All right, and we do have a few more people on. If you want to
Okay,
go on
welcome everybody.
First live.
Yeah. So my name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now since 1993. You can book a reading with me one-on-one if you'd like to. They're done over Zoom or WhatsApp. Just my link is up in my bio, and you can check out my website, take a look at my testimonials, that kind of stuff as well. And if you're here on my live and you don't get your question in and you do want to get a question with me, I do have a members live now. It is one that is you subscribe to once a month. You can cancel at any time. But what it does offer you is it's face-to-face Zoom, so you'll actually get to talk to me in person. It's a little bit more intimate, and you can ask your question every single month. So they're really ideal for somebody who maybe doesn't want to pay for a full reading, or somebody who just wants to see if I'm a good fit for them, that kind of thing, right? Just a really good way to test the waters, okay? I'm also on YouTube, so if you guys don't mind subscribing there, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live on my YouTube channel as well, and I'm on Instagram too, okay? And do I need to, was anybody spamming? Nobody's spamming, nope. Right? Perfect.
We're good. All right. Yari asks, what do you see the outcome being for the connection between Sean and I?
So it feels very positive. What I do hear is that you're a lot more open. So that means then you have to be patient. You have to allow Sean to come to that level. Okay. So you can't enforce things is one thing I feel to warn you, but it does feel very positive. Okay. So it does feel like that connection is real and that it is going to grow into something more. Okay. But I feel like it's more, we're starting slow. Let's start slow and we'll get there. That's how it feels. Okay. Thank you so much, honey.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Raquel asks, will I conceive this year? Will it be an easier pregnancy than my last?
Yeah, I do feel that you are going to. It feels about midway is when you're going to conceive. So it's not happening like next month, but it does feel like it's midway through the year. And unfortunately, it doesn't feel like it's going to be much easier. So physically speaking, you're gonna feel achy. I'm sorry. That's okay. Just take the time that you need, rest when you need it, that kind of thing, honey, okay? There's not much that you can do. Carrying a baby's hard. Thank you so much, you guys. You're so generous. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Lisa asks, I keep seeing 111 and 1111. Any special messages from spirits?
Yeah, so what I'm hearing for you, honey, is right now is a creation moment. So right now in your life, it is about what you're trying to manifest. So when you're seeing the 111 and you're seeing 1111, it's your spirit guides are really enforcing and validating to you that your manifestations are coming true. When you see that, you need to be thinking, what was I just talking about? What was I just saying or feeling or thinking? Okay, it's so important because that's their way of validating. It's a big year for you. Okay, so a lot of you have, they're showing, thank you so much, they're showing me you have your hands in a lot of different pots kind of thing. So it's abundance coming from multiple sources, and it's all coming from your creativity, and it looks like you're starting new things. Okay, so really keep your focus, and honestly, it's just keep track of when those things are happening. It's so important. My goodness, thank you so much, honey.
All right. Jess asks, will I get the promotion?
Yeah, it feels very promising, honey. And it looks like definitely long adieu. So, yay. Keep me posted.
All right. Mariama asks, when will I meet my life partner, please? And what am I meant to be doing for work? Thank you.
So it looks like you're not going to have your forever person until a couple of years still, okay? There's a lot of clearing that needs to happen. Now, when you clear that energy, what happens is it will make space for your life partner to come in, but you're not where you need to be. So you have to be in a happier place within yourself to be at the vibration you need to be to bring your forever person, okay? That's really what I hear. What was the other part of the question?
And what is she meant to be doing for work?
Oh, and I do see healing, so you should be working either as a nurse or even doing like some kind of healthcare is what I keep hearing for you, okay? If you don't want to go into being a nurse or doing the nursing aspect, you can find alternative medicine. So that would be things like massage therapy or reflexology or something to that effect, okay? But it's very physical with you. So physical healing is what I'm hearing, okay? Even, what is it called? Like when somebody gets hurt and they go and get... Physiotherapy. Thank you. I'm seeing it, but I don't know what the word is. So you could even get into physiotherapy, okay? But you have to be doing something that works along that line of helping people physically get better.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, honey. How do they do that? It's like two of them.
I don't know.
But it's the same person.
Yeah. Aisha asks, when will I relocate for work purposes?
So I heard not for 2 years still. Sorry. I hope you're okay with that. I think really at this moment in time, you don't want to be relocating anyways. You're pretty comfortable, and with all the uncertainty right now around the world, I think that's part of the reason why it's not for 2 years. Okay?
All right.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Marika asks, are we supposed to stay in this house or should we move?
It's not your forever home. I hear that you'll be there for till about 2024. And it'll be better for you anyways. So things are opening up come 2024 for you guys, okay? And there will be a relocation. I do see you moving to a new home, and it doesn't feel like you're staying where you are. So it feels like you're moving very far from where you are. So don't leave yet. So stay where you are for now, till 2024. Thank you so much for the gifts. Ah, that's so cute. It looked like the sorting hat.
Yes, that's what it was.
Oh, was it?
All right.
Thank you.
Next question?
Yeah.
Shan asks, will I conceive this year? Will it be a girl?
I do. It's not going to be a girl. Sorry. I heard right away it's going to be a boy. That's okay. Healthy is good. I do hear it's going to be this year, but it's later this year, okay? So it feels more like it's in September, October is when you're going to conceive. Okay? Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. Monica J&J asks, do you see a change in job for me or even what I should do? Yeah,
it looks like you're going to be going back to school. That's what I hear. Like they're showing me you learning something new, okay? So what you have already under your belt is great, but it's only a part of what you're supposed to be or going to be doing. So it looks like you're going to be going back to school this year. So keep your mind open to that. And I do see a total career change, okay? 2024 is when you're going to be done, basically, is what I'm hearing. Sorry, I know it's a bit, but back to school for you. And I don't see you going in the school, so I don't see you sitting in a classroom. It looks like it's online, okay? Hope that helps. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah.
Jessica asks, does my father-in-law have a message for me?
So a lot of love, and it's like I need her to know that I'm watching over them and that I'm supporting and I'm going to be around. I'm going to be there for big things. It feels like, not that it was a surprise, but unexpected when he left. So I don't know if he felt like he wasn't ready or wasn't expecting it to happen. That's how it feels. It's like it wasn't expected. So I'm around now and I'm watching you and I'm taking care of things on his end. I would suggest giving him permission to help you with your guys' life, because that's really what they want to do, is to help and support. So on his side, he's really, really supportive of you guys. And honey, oh my gosh, you don't feel like a daughter-in-law to him. You feel like a daughter, okay? Like he really does see you as part of his family. All right, and he's going to be there. Okay.
All right. Rose asks, will I conceive this year and how many kids will I have? Thank you.
So I heard 3, so that's a lot of kids, especially these days. I do hear you will conceive. It's imminent, so I would say by April. Okay? Yeah, which is pretty soon. All right.
One moment.
I'm just going to take a sip because my
Sure.
mouth is so dry. It's crazy.
All right. Yep. Anna asks, will I get into my dream college and will I be happy there?
You will. And it's interesting because everything is shifting for you in a really good way. You're going to be a little homesick is what I'm hearing, and you're going to feel like you've let go of a big part of yourself, but you're opening up for new people and new experiences. So this is really a good choice for you, honey. So yeah, it's going to be fun. You're going to have a great experience. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Moni_Andre111 asks, can I please know about my career sector? I am lost.
Yeah, okay. So I see you working with computers. So they're showing me you on the computer. So whatever it is that you like to do with computers, I feel like you need to really learn more so that you can focus your attention there. It's almost like you're being urged to get into that aspect of things, because that's kind of the way technology is where we're headed, right? We're already technological in a really big way, but they keep telling me to tell you technology. So technology for you, honey, okay? And I do see that you're going to have to take some education, so there is going to have to be some understanding there for you. But that's the avenue for you. That's what's going to make you successful and make you secure financially, okay? All right? Oh,
All right.
Thank you so much, honey. Wow. 2. Thank you.
All right. One moment. Sorry, it goes very fast.
I know, I see it moving really quickly. I'm very jingly. I wear a lot of bracelets.
All right. Mia asks, does Jerome want to be with me? Will he reach out to me?
So it feels like Jerome is unsure, okay? And I almost feel like there's multiple people that get his attention, honey. I don't feel that this is your person. I do hear that you have somebody else coming into your life within the next 6 months. And it depends. Thank you so much, honey. It depends on if you let go, okay? Jerome is not in your best interest, is what your spirit guides are telling me. So somebody else is coming to you. The name Anthony comes up, so I'm just going to say it. It's an important thing. So whenever I get a name, it means something, okay? So just keep note of that. All right?
All right,
Thank
next
you
question.
so much. Yes.
Elizabeth asks, will my husband and I be fine financially?
Yeah, you guys actually are coming up to a very prosperous time in your guys' life. I feel like next year, so 2023, 2024, 2025 are really good financial years for you guys, okay? So whatever you're doing this year, it looks like it's working. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't stress about it, honey, okay? Because things are really starting to go over to the other side for you. Okay, you guys have always been really good about manifesting and bringing in abundance, so I'm not too concerned about you, but these are better years for you. So 2023, 2024, and 2025, lots and lots of abundance, and it's like a surplus is what they're showing me, which means it's extra. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Thanks.
We do have a lot more people on.
Sure. Hi, guys. welcome. So I'm Rebecca Dragonheart. I am a psychic medium, and you can book a reading with me if you are looking to do so. It is done through my link tree. Just go to my website, or you can even just book right from there. It is first come, first serve. I do book up pretty fast. So if you do want to, it's done through Zoom or WhatsApp. Okay. If you don't get your questions answered here, you can join my members live. My members live this month is going to be February 28th. It is a monthly subscription that you can cancel at any time. I always say if you don't get your questions answered here, or you just want to test the waters, you don't want to book a full reading, the members live is really a good way to go. Okay, just so you can see if we are a good fit. The live is done over Zoom, so it is going to be FaceTime, so we will see each other. Okay, it's a little bit more intimate, and I cap it so only so many people are allowed in. Okay. Also, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so please come subscribe.
All right.
Yep.
Janine asks, my father-in-law just passed. Any messages?
So I feel like he's still kind of going through the process of it, but I do feel that his presence has been around you. Okay. So try not to grieve. I know that's a silly thing to say, but it's almost like he doesn't want you to be sad for his passing. It almost feels like this was a relief or something that needed to happen for him to be able to be himself again. That's the best way to describe it, I guess. He's going to be around a lot, especially for you guys, because I feel like there's a lot of unfinishedness with you guys. Okay. And I do hear that he's going to make a lot of noise. Okay. So start paying attention and don't be afraid. That's the biggest thing I can say for you. Don't be afraid, because he's going to be around. Okay?
All right.
Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. Let me just take a sip.
Sure.
All right. Ready.
All right. Gabby asks, will I be in a romantic relationship this year?
Yeah, it feels not until September, Gabby. Okay? You have to get out there. You have to really interact with people, and you have to be available. So you really do have to make yourself make an effort to be out and about with people. Okay? It's hard because you feel very empathic, which means that you're very sensitive energetically. So you don't put yourself in a lot of social situations, is what I'm feeling. Okay? So get out of the house. The sooner you do, the sooner that person can meet you. Right? Okay.
All right. Rose asks, my son saw a ghost. Was it a past loved one, please?
Yeah, it does feel like it, but your son is also very special, honey, and I do feel like spirits do kind of follow him. Okay, so don't be worried about the fact that he sees things. Okay, I would learn about mediumship and learn about being sensitive so that he can understand it. Okay, and not be afraid. It's going to be something that he's going to experience on and off his whole life. Okay, so he's going to need support. I would suggest getting some obsidian. Obsidian is just a crystal. I like to say get it in obelisk form. So this is an obelisk. Okay, and it's all black, so it works like a mirror for kids that are sensitive. It just works to like push the energy away. Okay. All right.
All right. Oh my, just refreshed.
Oh.
All right. Martina asks, what is the reason I met a Tristan?
So it feels like unfinished business. It feels like things have not really worked out exactly how you guys wanted to make it work out, but it does feel like a soul contract. So what I mean by that is it's like before you came here, you decided that you guys were going to meet up, you're going to learn some things. It does feel like it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Okay. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes that struggle really helps us grow and stretch and become better people. So be open to it is what I hear to tell you. Okay. It is going to be on and off difficult for you in this relationship, basically. And whether it feels more friendship-y now than it did in the beginning, I feel like that's kind of the route you guys should go, because you'll make better friends than you do lovers, basically. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that was so sweet. Is the ugly duckling?
Yeah.
Thanks. That was cute.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
Crystal says, hi, will I get pregnant very soon with twins?
I don't see twins, Crystal, but I do hear within 4 months. Okay, so you are going to be pregnant very, very soon. Okay.
All right.
All right.
This person says, hi, Benedict asks, will I keep my job or do I need to search for something else?
So I hear right away to tell you to start looking for something else. How do I put this? Like, it feels fishy, whatever's going on with your career or with your job. It almost feels like you're not being watched or protected properly there. Okay, so it really does feel like you should be looking for something more in alignment and people that are better for you. Okay, because it really feels like it's cliquey. I guess the best way to put it is like the people that you work with are not trustworthy. That's how it feels. So I would look for a new one. And I do hear within a couple of months you'll find something that's a lot better for you. Okay, especially emotionally. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Bronwyn asks, hi, any message from either of my parents, please?
Mm-hmm. So we've been trying to talk to you is what I hear right away. We've been trying to talk to you. About time. So what I'm hearing is you actually have had a lot of visitations in your sleep time. So if you don't remember your dreams, what I would suggest is keep a book beside your bed that you can write down your dreams before you get out of bed. There's kind of this thing that happens when we get up. It makes us forget our dreams for some reason. You know, sometimes if I get up too soon, I don't remember anything. So keeping a journal will help you with that. I feel like they are really trying to push you to clear out a lot of the crappy people in your life. Okay, so you've tethered yourself specifically to somebody who doesn't necessarily always put you first, and they want to see that change for you. Okay, so they do talk to you quite often, honey. They do communicate with you, and I do hear that there's a song specifically for your dad that makes you think about your dad. That's him validating, hey, I've been around. Okay, and I would just talk to them, because the more you talk to them, the easier it is for them to communicate back with you. Okay, yeah. All right. Mm-hmm.
Kaime, I believe is how you say it, asks, when will Ramses come back to me?
I don't know that you want this person to come back to you, because it doesn't feel like a match anymore. You feel different. You feel like you've changed, you've grown, you've become somebody else. I hear a different person coming in. It feels like around September. The name starts with a D. It might be Dallas, or I don't know. It's a D sound. That's really what I'm getting. But this is a better vibrational match for you. Okay, honey? Don't sit around waiting. That's really what I get told to tell you, is don't sit around waiting for this person, because they're not vibrationally your match anymore. Okay? Thank you so much, honey.
All right.
Yeah.
This person says, happy Thursday. Anything coming from my mom? Thank you. Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, Lauren, I got to tell you something. You are extremely wonderful, and you have such an innocence about your energy. Okay, and I don't know if anybody's ever told you that you are sensitive. It is a psychic gift. It is an ability. And what I do here is your mom is always around you. So you have other people in your life that she used to visit, but she's always around you now. So whatever's going on with you, just know that she's really supporting. Okay, and you're not alone. That's the biggest message I get from her, is you're not alone. You're not dealing with things alone, and I'm here with you. Okay, honey? And she's been there through the tough stuff, and you've had some really hard things going on, and you're so open-hearted, honey. You're an empath, so I really want you to learn about that. It's so important that you do. Okay, and you're gonna feel your mom and know your mom is there when she is. Okay, she leaves you feathers all the time, she says. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hannah Lauren 6 says, hi, will my dog Toby be okay?
Oh, no, sorry. I don't think so. I think that there's some serious stuff going on there, okay? And you may have to make the decision to put Toby down. I'm sorry. You could look into getting, depending on where you live, there are people that do energy healing, but I feel like there's like something internally, it feels like it's like his circulatory, so that means that something with the heart and the blood. It doesn't feel right. Something's wrong there. Okay. Sorry, honey.
All right.
Yeah.
Carolina_Rose7 says, when will I be pregnant? Boy or girl?
So it feels like for you, it's not happening for a few months still. Okay, honey? So don't get disheartened. It feels like it's later on in the year. So it's going to be, you're getting pregnant in the winter. It's because the baby needs a specific birth date. I feel it's a boy. Okay, so hopefully you want a boy. But it's the winter is when you're getting pregnant. Okay? All right?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Daria asks, hi, have I already met my future husband?
Yeah, this person is definitely your equal, energetically speaking. Now, it feels like he's got a different idea about marriage. So you may not get married, but you're going to live like you're married, if that makes any sense, okay? So don't get upset if this person doesn't decide to get married right away, okay? I do feel eventually that will be the case, but they have a different view about marriage, okay? Commitment is not the same thing as marriage, by the way. Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
All right.
Lily.Melanie asks, happy Thursday. Been feeling stuck/lost. Could I please get a quick general reading? Thanks.
Yeah, honey. So I see that you should be writing. So right now it's almost like everything you just want to walk away from everything. That's how it feels. So it's like I don't want to live in the real world anymore. So start writing, because it's going to just help you get into who you really are and who you really want to be. I see a lot of change around career. Okay, so it's time. You're not meant to do the mundane 9 to 5, honey. You're meant to work with your creativity. So, you've been thinking about writing anyways. So just start doing it. Okay. All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That moves fast, eh?
Yes. There's no name attached to that one. I can't say the thing.
Oh, yeah. If you guys have an obscure username, you got to put initials or a name in. Otherwise, we can't read your question. Okay, honey?
All right. Kate asks, is Johnny the one for me? Does he feel the same? Looking for guidance, please.
So it feels like close, but not quite. Not quite, okay? So there's a lot, I would say 90% fully matching, okay? But there's still aspects of Johnny that don't fit what you've asked for, honey. Okay, so now that being said, it doesn't mean that it's a relationship you throw away or a relationship you don't do, okay? But there are going to be things you're going to find that are not in alignment with what you've asked for, okay? So you're going to have to decide for yourself if that's something you're willing to be okay with. I feel like there's always so much to learn from a relationship, regardless of how long or how short, right? So worth it? Yes, 100%. Is this your soulmate, your forever person? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, thank you, honey. All right.
All right.
Sorry for the bad news that way.
All right. Brenda asks, have I conceived already, and how many more kids will I have?
I don't know if you're pregnant yet, but I feel like you will be within the next few weeks. Okay, so you are going to be pregnant within this month and next month. Okay. I feel a total of 3 altogether. That's what I keep hearing. So that's a good number, right?
All right.
Okay.
Rebecca C asks, please help. My husband lost his wedding ring. Do you know where it is?
Oh no. I feel like it fell out of, so I don't know if he took it off while he was in the vehicle or what, but it feels like it fell out of the vehicle. So I don't know if that's going to get retrieved. Doesn't feel like it. Yeah. Sorry, honey.
All right. Bree.
I do want to say this. It feels
sure.
like he maybe was working on something, and so he took it off to make sure that he didn't damage it, and then somehow it fell out. That's how it feels. Yeah. Sorry. What?
That's okay.
Your
Next question?
Yeah.
All right. Bree asks, when will I see my wife, and will I go there or her come to me?
So it still feels like about 3 months. You're going to go there. I don't feel that no, it doesn't feel like they're coming to you. It feels like you're going there. So what are we in? February, March, April, May. May is what I'm hearing. Okay.
All right. Sorry, they go very fast.
I know, they move fast. I know.
Karen asks, why didn't I receive a call from Eric today?
So there's a lot going on with Eric. I do feel that there was a distraction or something happening on that side. Okay, so I do feel you're going to get contacted within the next 3 days. So don't worry about that. But it does feel like something came up or something was going on. I'm very distracted and I don't have the time right now. That's how it feels. So it's not personal. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Stacy
Those are
asks,
fun.
does my mom have a message for me?
Yeah, honey. So be more open is one of the things that I hear from her, and be true to who you really are, honey. It's something you have a difficult time with, is expressing yourself honestly. And what I hear with your mom is like, she wants to see you be the happy person that you are, and not pretending anymore. That's what I get from her. That's so cute. Thank you, you guys. You're so generous today. Thank you. So with your mom, she's going to be presenting herself to you a lot in the near future. And I do hear she does visit you a lot when you're sleeping. So try, as you're going to sleep, just tell yourself, I'm going to remember that I dreamt with my mom, or that I talked with my mom. She does leave coins for you. She does leave feathers. She does the typical stuff. And I do see that you see her sometimes through the corner of your eye. Okay. So you're not imagining it. That really is her. Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. This person says, hi, Kayla here. Will my brother Cameron and I move into our own house this year?
Yeah, it's going to happen. It feels like in the summertime, okay? So be ready. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exactly what you need, okay? It won't be forever, so it doesn't feel like this is long-term, but it's definitely the next step that you need to give you the confidence to be able to be by yourself completely, okay?
All right. Perfect. Aaron, I believe, or Aaron asks, will we get our dream home this weekend?
Oh, it feels very promising, honey. So keep your focus, and really, I almost feel like telling you to bid high, but whatever's going on there, it feels like it is going to be a little bit more than you guys were expecting, okay? But it does feel very promising. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Jade asks, is my late great-grandmother with me?
Yeah, and you have a lot of family with you. So you've had a lot of people that have crossed over, is what I hear. And it almost feels very busy in your space. So it feels like there's more people there that are on the other side than people that are alive. So there's like constant activity in your space. I hear that your electronics go crazy. So you got lights flickering, you've got like your appliances don't work properly sometimes, and that is literally their energy just interfering, okay? So don't be afraid. I do hear that there's a lot of noise in like the kitchen specifically I'm being drawn to, and that's where I feel her presence the most. So I don't know if you spend time in there in the morning or not, but you should probably, and just kind of converse with her. and literally it's the same as when you're talking to your spirit guides. Hey grandma, how are you? I'm thinking about you today. I love you. Have a good day, kind of thing, right? And that just helps them to feel you and be around. Okay? But I do feel her presence mostly in the kitchen for some reason. Yeah.
All right. Kim asks, will me and my long-distance boyfriend get married and have children?
Yeah, I do feel that it's going to end up happening. It doesn't feel for a couple of years yet, okay? So you guys still have 2 years before that commitment happens, okay? I do feel you're going to have children, honey, so don't worry about that, okay?
All right. Nellie asks, my sister said that I'm going to have a child soon and it will be a girl. Is that true?
I definitely feel a child. I think it's going to be a boy, but it's going to be very feminine energy, which means that just very lovey-dovey, very sweet, very sensitive, okay? And sometimes that comes through that way, whether it's a boy or a girl, right? So we're feeling the energy, but I definitely feel it's a boy.
All right.
Keep me posted, okay? All right.
Sorry, I just refreshed.
I saw that. Yeah, it definitely moves fast, eh? And there's a lot of people on. Well, thank you, honey.
Alexandra asks, will I be in a relationship by the time I graduate?
Yeah, you will. It feels like it's going to be at the beginning of it. So it's not going to be a long-term at that point. So it feels like when you graduate is when you meet the person. I know that seems weird, but that's what it feels like, okay? This is your forever person that's coming into your life, okay? And I feel like it's somebody you're going to meet probably around October as well, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Bex asks, any message from my guides? I'm feeling very lost recently.
So they tell me that they have been talking to you like crazy and trying to give you some help and some guidance. They show me you're feeling very almost fatigued and lazy and not wanting to do things. Paying attention to the numbers is really important, honeys. And I do feel that they send people to you quite often. So what they're showing me is like when you're talking about something, then they'll send somebody who's then validating that very thing that you've been talking about. Okay, so you got to start paying attention to that, as they're really communicating with you, is what I hear. There is change coming, so this like laziness and lethargic feeling that you have going on, it is going to subside. I feel like it's only a few more months of this feeling, okay? And do some guided meditations if you are comfortable doing so to really connect with your guides, but they are talking to you all the time, honey. They use numbers a lot with you, so I would keep track of what the numbers say, like write them down and then look them up. Okay.
All right. Gina asks, will I get into school soon?
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, and I think it's something with your paperwork. Okay, so something about the paperwork is just delaying the process, but I do see it happening, so it is going to be just a little delayed, is what I hear. Okay, don't panic.
Next question.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, I believe is how you say it, asks, do I have any spirit guides?
Yeah, honey. So I hear that there's 3 with you. You have a younger one. It feels like they're early 20s, and then you have 2 older guides with you. One of them, it feels like they are either Native American or something like that. Like I see them in like a feather headgear and like very warrior kind of feeling. And then the other one is a little old lady. So communicate with them, you know, ask for a sign. I do have a bunch of videos on my TikTok that teaches you, it's right at the top, about guides to teach you how to communicate with them. If you want to go and watch them, that'll help a lot. But yeah, you have 3. Okay.
All right. Hannah asks, how many kids will I end up having?
And so I hear 2 for you, honey. 2 is all you need. Because you're going to be busy later. So 2 is what you need.
All right. Radiant Fairy 17
like that.
Asks, how is my friend Joey Bear?
So still around. That's one thing I'm going to say. I feel like things are being moved or hidden to prove to you, hey, the other side is there. I exist. I'm still around. Very caring, very like literally this big teddy bear energy, you know, and so loving, honey, and so protective. Okay, so whenever you are unsure about things, reach out, because I feel like you're gonna always be supported. Okay, and knock on. That's the main thing. Whenever things go missing, I would tell them bring it back, because it really does feel like a game. It's like just such a loving character, you know, just so honestly genuine, good-hearted, loving individual is how this person feels. So, but they're very playful, so things go missing.
All right. Dakota says, help, message from Dad. Does he visit me? Will I get the job I interviewed for on Tuesday?
I do feel promising about the job, so I do feel that is going to happen. When it comes to your dad, it feels like he pops in and out, but there's other people that he's around, okay? So he's not with you all the time. Now, that being said, I do get that when you talk about him, when you're thinking about him, he's definitely there with you, but he's just not always in your space because you don't need him the same way, okay? Things are going in the right direction, honey. You don't have to worry. 2022 is a good year for you, okay? So this is really putting your life back on track is what I'm hearing, okay? Take a breath, because it feels like you've been like in this, I don't know, it's like flight energy. Like I'm just going, and I'm not thinking about anything. So just take a breath and relax, honey. Things are really moving in the right direction. Your dad has your back, and that's what I hear. All right, so he's gonna make sure things are good. All right?
All right. Desi asks, will me and Nikki start communicating again?
Yeah, I do feel that there is unfinished business there, so you guys definitely have stuff to work out. This isn't the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, though, honey, okay? So just be ready for that, and just know that there is going to be somebody else coming in that is more in alignment with who and what you are, and also more in alignment with what you want out of life, okay? And I feel like that person's coming in around September. Okay.
All right. Diamond asks, any messages from my dad?
Yeah, so with you, honey, your dad tends to, he uses music. So music was pretty important. He leaves you messages through songs. So when I see that, basically what it means is when you're unsure or you're in a stressful place, a song will come on and it's almost like it's a message, like it's like literally telling you the answer. So I need you to start really paying attention to that, because that is his guidance to you. So he uses music a lot, okay? When he's around, it feels a little bit chilly. So there is like a coldness to the air. You're not imagining that. That is him, okay? And the music, that's really what he says. Honey, he's there for you, okay? So just start paying attention. It really starts with that, okay?
Okay. Linda asks, can you tell me about my spirit guides and are there any messages?
So you have two. I see it's a girl that she looks like she's got like long curly hair that kind of goes down like this, and it's golden. So she almost feels Greek in the way that her hair spirals, like it feels very Greek-like, and even the way that she's dressed is very Greek-like. And then you have a masculine energy with you as well. That one, he's very, very tall, like taller than he should be. Literally feels like he's 8 feet tall. And it just feels like, they've been communicating with you. You've been practicing is what they tell me. So you've been practicing talking to them. And so they're very proud of you of that. This year, you're going to open up psychically in a big way. So you're already very psychic, honey, and sensitive, and you understand things a little bit more than, say, the average person. You'd maybe not necessarily attribute it to being psychic abilities, but it is. But they're telling me this year for you is really the year you're going to step into your psychic powers. Okay? So just start working on that. It's fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Vanessa asks, how is brother doing and are my babies with him?
Yeah, honey, I know. Just got the shivers. Definitely. So I'm going to tell you, totally okay. Much better now, and you don't have to worry about him anymore, okay? Because I know that has been something that you really battled with. The transition was actually easier than expected on his part, is what I hear. So he thought it would be harder than it was. Anyway, it was actually an easy transition. So nothing to worry about. The kids are with him, definitely. And I do feel that you are going to have, it may not be your own child, but there is going to be a child coming. Thank you for the gift, by the way. There is a child coming into your life, and it may be a stepchild or maybe a child that you end up taking care of, but this is a soul contract. So there is a replacement of energy coming in that you're going to be taking care of. You kind of took care of your brother, or it feels like you had that responsibility around him. And so it's almost a way to balance that. Okay. Thanks so much, you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Alexandria asks, will I have a baby boy?
Yes, it does feel like a boy. So, yay. I hope that's what you want. All right.
All right. One moment here.
Wow, it's late.
Yes.
Went fast. We
have about
8 minutes.
7 minutes left.
Oh. 7 minutes by your time, 8 minutes by my clock. We'll go by 8. I'm sure that makes you guys happier, right?
All right. Andrea says, Andrea here, when will my psychic ability show up full force?
Sorry.
Was that you or me?
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah, Crystal's fault. So your psychic abilities are already open, honey. It's really about you trusting the information that's coming. So you're already fully open. I'm going to say it like that. So when you're getting information, you maybe aren't realizing it's information. It can be subtle sometimes, okay? What I want you to practice is listening more than anything. So how do I explain it? It's almost like asking a question, get into a meditative state, and allow your higher self to come through, or allow your spirit guides to come through and tell you. You're already open, honey. You don't have to worry about that. The one thing I do want to urge you to do is maybe learn natural healing, like energy healing. If you don't already have it, go get Reiki, like learn how to do Reiki or quantum healing or something that has to do with healing, because you really are a healer, and that's really what you should be doing. Okay?
All right.
Yeah. Sorry for scaring you guys with that.
Okay,
sorry.
Joanna asks, or Johanna maybe, asks, is my grandmother at peace?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, I feel like there's 3 people with you. that have crossed over the last 10 years. So it feels very specific. And they're there with her as well. So she's not alone on the other side. She has a lot of support. She has a lot of family with her there. And I think the main thing for you is opening up to receiving their messages, knowing that they're there. Okay, don't be afraid, and allow them to really show you that they're around. Okay, somebody sends you birds, so it does feel like it's her. She feels very drawn to birds for some reason, but you can ask for specific signs and they will show you. Okay, all right.
Holly asks, will I get an offer for a new job within the next 30 to 45 days?
That's so specific. I don't hear that it's going to be within the next 30 to 45 days. I feel more around 4 months. Okay, so around 4 months is when it is going to happen. People are slow at moving. That's what I'm hearing. It's like they're just not on top of things. They're really slow. Okay.
All right.
It's a strange world we live in. Thanks so much, guys.
Nicole asks, career next steps?
Yeah, for you, honey, it feels like whatever you're doing now, I hear you're going into, it's still office, or you're working in the office somehow, but it feels almost like I'm working in HR aspect of things, but they're showing me you pushing paper. So I don't know what they mean by that, but literally it's like you're going through, I almost feel like you're double checking somebody's work, and it feels like this is coming up for you within like this year. So this is a change in your career or an expansion to your career, okay? But they're showing me you basically going over paperwork, and you're going over other people's paperwork to make sure things are in alignment. So it feels very HRE, the best way to put it, okay? It's a big change. Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of responsibility too is what I hear.
All right.
Yeah.
Delaney asks, is there anything from my grandpa?
So Delaney, don't worry so much about life, because you are so serious and you take things so to heart, okay? And what I get the sense of from him is you're going to be taken care of, honey. You don't have to worry. Like, you're definitely watched over. He is not the only person or spirit with you. Like, you have a very large spirit team is what I hear. So he's going to be around to help you and support you as much as you will allow him. So give him the permission to be a part of your life and help bring in the right things. That's really what I hear from him, is like, she just takes life so hard. Like, you take it to heart, honey. You need to relax. Life is meant to be fun. That's what we're here for, and it's funny because that's what he's pushing for you, is to relax and enjoy life. So, I would listen if I were you. He's right. Enjoy it. That's what you're here for. Okay. All right.
Gabby asks, will I move to Paris this year?
So I do hear it's going to happen, but it's next year. So for whatever reason, this year it's not going to work out for you, or it's just not the right timing for you. Okay, honey? But it does feel like it's early next year. So it's like within the first couple of months. Okay. So January, February, March at the latest. Okay. But just not this year. It's not the right timing for you, honey. Okay.
All right. Shannon asks, any career advice? I've been stuck for so long. I'm lost.
Yeah, honey. The career that you're focusing on, or the career that you're in now, it feels like it's totally not your personality. You need to be doing anything that's going to be helping, but they keep showing me you with animals. So whatever it is you're doing, it really feels like you should be working with animals. Okay. I don't know if you are open to the idea of being like a veterinarian, or even just a tech support for a vet, something like that. But I feel like you should be working with animals. You'll be happier there. They're a lot less annoying than people, because you get a lot of drainage from people, is the best way to put it. And people who work with animals, it's typically because they're sensitive to people. Okay, so animals, that's what I hear. And I do feel like even getting some kind of technician certificate of some sort, where you can take x-rays of animals or something like that. That's what I'm being shown. Okay. All right.
Okay. Clarissa asks, will my husband get the manager job he interviewed for?
Yeah, it does feel that he is going to get the job, honey. And it's kind of a stepping point. It's a new beginning for you guys. Okay, so it's really going to open up the door. I don't feel like he's going to stay where he is forever, but definitely for a couple of years. And then it looks like he's going to have a bigger opportunity that's going to come up 2024. Okay, so it's going to be good change. All All right, that's probably the end. So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit. I can see the clock on there. So if you didn't get your questions answered here and you do want to join me on my members live February 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please do sign up. It is a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time without any penalties. If you're somebody who isn't sure that they want to get a reading, but you definitely do want to have a question answered just to kind of test the waters, it's perfect for you, okay? Or if you're here and you didn't get an opportunity. All my stuff is in Canadian, so if that helps. Also, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so please follow me there. And I'm on Instagram as well, okay? Did I miss anything? No, that's it. All right, so this will, I guess, be the last question.
Yeah.
Make it one that is good. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right. Carrie Ann asks, any messages from my sister?
Oh, honey, very sweet, loving energy. And, you know, so proud of you, which I find amazing. What I'm feeling with her is like, I want to be there to help you have a smooth experience. And so when I get that sensation from a loved one, it's like, ask her to help you with your relationships specifically. Like, it feels almost like I want to help you have like the perfect relationships and just have a smooth experience in life. You've had a hard life. A lot has happened in your life, and it's time for you to have some awesome and better experiences. So she really wants to help you with that, okay? So give her permission to help you with that. I do feel that she watches over you day and night, so she is really a big part of your experience, and she does leave signs that she's there. So she really likes to leave feathers, and she does send you birds and butterflies, is what she says, okay? So when you think about her, I want you to really pay attention, because the signs do show up. Okay, so much love, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my live today. If you do want to book a reading with me, feel free to head to my website or just do it right through my link tree there, okay? And I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, bye.